In early January, I had an opportunity to meet with Nelson Hopkins Sr. He's the founder of Operation Promised Land here in Kansas City. He formed that organization after the terrible, tragic death of his son due to a shooting back in 2009. I asked Nelson about Operation Promised Land, but I also asked him more about community policing and what would community policing look like to him. He immediately grabbed the pen out of my hand inside, as we were talking inside this Panera, and he began to write. And what he wrote was what I'm now calling Nelson's Napkin.
So as Nelson and I are sitting at the Panera, one of the things we talked about first was local control of the police department. Local control to Nelson meant something just a little bit different than the way I thought of it, and he wrote it down. Local control through a citizens advisory committee in each district made of a high-ranking police official, local pastor, business owner, city council official, school principal, neighborhood association president, and regular private citizen. While it's not quite what I was thinking of, I really liked the thought process behind it. Nelson's second point was about a cultural and athletic center in each high crime district. I like the idea a lot, and given the closing of several of the schools recently, we've got a great opportunity to repurpose those schools for just this sort of thing. This third point, K through 12 citizenship empowerment, teaching youth the moral and social responsibility to get involved in the city process in terms of business, taxes, TIFs, public safety, and public official responsibilities, was just spot on. And I also included a website that I would like you to take a quick look at as well on this same subject. Great job, Nelson. Nelson's fourth point, teaching citizenship reentry to juveniles and first-time felons, is great. There's a great pitch blog article that I've also included that I'd like you to take a quick look at. I was glad to see Nelson put down the words community policing. I think that fifth point and Nelson's first one related to getting people involved in the community with policing efforts is going to be absolutely vital in our efforts to try to reduce crime in this city.
For Nelson Jr., he clearly had colleges like the University of Missouri, Kansas City on the back of his mind. He actually had a college application in his back pocket when he was shot. For Nelson Sr., given what he wrote on that napkin that night at the Panera, and just understanding all the things that he's involved in now, is clearly part of a quest on his part to make sure that no one else suffers the same tragedy that his son did. I'm Henry Klein, and I'm running for mayor here in Kansas City.